Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. All right, we're down to round 3 with Kurt Wagner out there, Nightcrawler, and we're going to take on Rhino again. I'm going to do something that I normally don't do. We're going to try Expert Rhino. So really what this is this is going to make you feel good, because usually I do horrible when I step up the difficulty, but we'll see how it goes, because we were doing pretty good on standard Rhino, so we're going to take it up a notch and we'll see how it plays through. So I've got Kurt out there and Nightcrawler's on the opposite side. We've got our 9 HP that we start with. We've got Rhino 2 out there, and Rhino 2 says, when revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile for breaking and taken. Reveal it, shuffle the encounter deck. All right, so I've got breaking and taken out here already. I've got Rhino 3 hiding behind Rhino 2 out there. And I've got 3 threat on breaking and taken. Breaking and taken says, when revealed, place an additional 1 threat here. Starts with 2, plus my bonus 1, makes it 3, because I'm 1 player. All right, hazard icon, deal +1 encounter card during the villain phase. So we'll be at +1, and we need to get that out of there fast. So hopefully we can come up with some way as Nightcrawler to get that out of there, because I don't want that extra encounter card right off the bat. Rhino's going to hit a little bit harder right off the bat. My normal defense isn't going to take care of it, so let's see how this goes. What would be really nice would be to get my prehensile, is it my prehensile tail? No, my cutlasses right away, I think would be a nice bonus. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, none of the great cards I was hoping for. Scout ahead might be nice in this case. So remove 3 threat from a scheme. You may discard a copy of Vamp from your hand. Remove 3 threat from another scheme. I may hold on to that. I'm going to hold on to that one, but that could be useful to get that breaking and taken out of there, because 3 is the magic number that we're looking at. Other than that, we've got a power of protection. We have 2 change of fortune, so those upgrades are all right. After you defeat an enemy during the villain phase, exhaust this card, draw 2 cards. Could be handy. The under control and repost, I don't know that I'm going to have great need for them. I would like to get to some of my power cards a little bit quicker. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of one of these change of fortunes. And I'm going to drop 3 into my discard pile and get 3 other cards. And hopefully we get one of our starter cards here. Powerful Punch is not one that I was hoping for. Bamf is not exactly one that I was hoping for. And a Portent Punch. So Portent Punch is the deal damage. And that's alright. Okay, so I guess we're up to starting now. Let's see what we've got. So we've got Kurt out there. His special ability is to search your deck for a copy of Bamf, add it to your hand. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's get another Bamf. I have one, but we're going to get another one, because Bamf is great. There we go. There's another Bamf. I'll shuffle it back up again. All right, and I've got a power of protection I can hold on to for that powerful punch, which may be useful. I think we'll want to put 1 Bamf on Rhino. Let's see, the Portent Punch, I'm trying to remember, says attach, so I don't have to use it in order to activate it. I don't have to use my Bamf from my hand in order to activate it. All right, so we're going to use one of our Bamfs we're going to put on Rhino there, right? So I can only have 1 attached, and when attached enemy attacks, discard this card, declare Nightcrawler's defender without exhausting him. But wait. Hold on one moment. I need to switch over to Nightcrawler. Then I can play that, because it's a hero interrupt. So I have to be hero before I drop that on there. All right. Now, the question is, well, I can play Scout ahead. It says remove 3 threat from a scheme. You may discard a copy of Bamf to remove 3 threat from another scheme. So I could just play it normal and take the 3 threat off of there. Let's see. I think we'll hold on to this here, because we're going to powerful punch him when he comes for us. We can go ahead and get our change of fortune out. So we're like this. and then we use the Bamf to play the Scout Ahead. I think that's how we'll play that. So we'll use our Bamf to do Scout Ahead. So Scout Ahead says, remove 3 threat from a scheme. I'm not going to discard a copy. Remove 3 threat from other schemes. So we're going to move 3 threat from this scheme and get Breaking and Taken out of there. All right. One less thing to worry about. Okay, we're going to use our Port and Punch to play Change of Fortune. So we get an upgrade out there. So Change of Fortune is when I defeat an enemy. When I defeat an enemy during the villain phase, I can draw 2 cards by exhausting that. All right, and then we're going to hold on to our Power of Protection and our Powerful Punch. All right, so we got to figure out what we want to do with Nightcrawler. I think it's pretty much down to attacking at this point. So we exhaust Nightcrawler. We attack for 1. He's down to 14. All right, it's the end of our turn. We're going to ready back up. We're going to draw back up to 5 cards because that's our hand size. So 3, 4, 5. Now we got North Star. Trying to remember what North Star does. When a boost card is turned face up during attack, deal 1 damage to North Star and cancel all the boost icons on the card. So that could be useful for trying to not take damage. All right, we got Kurt's Chapel. I haven't found this to be all that awesome of a card, so I get +1 recovery, and then I can draw a card if I do a recovery. Now that might make more of a thing during this game. The other games I've played, I haven't had to recover, but now that I'm like up in the ante a little bit, could come into play a little bit more. Also means the game's probably going to take a little bit longer. All right, so we're done on our turn. We're over to the villain's turn. Villain phase. First thing that happens, 1 threat on the main scheme, because it says +1. All right. Next thing, Rhino is going to see Nightcrawler out there. He's got a Bamf attached, so I can discard the Bamf, so I do not... Ooh, before I do that, rewind a little bit, not too far. We're going to use our Power of Protection to play our Powerful Punch, because that says, when an enemy initiates attack, deal 4 damage to the enemy. So right off the bat, boom, we're doing 4 damage to Rhino. He initiated the attack, we're taking 4 damage off of him. All right. So when attacked enemy attacks, discard this card. I don't have to exhaust to attack. When attached enemy attacks, discard this card, declare Nightcrawler as a defender without exhausting him. So Nightcrawler is defending. I'm not exhausting him. Rhino's attacking for 3. I've got a defense of 3, so we'll see what kind of boosts are on here. And we have... Oh, I'm drawing from my deck. Oh, no! It was my Cutlasses. And now I have to shuffle again. No. That went so wrong. So wrong. I would have loved to have that card. Now I got to shuffle my deck because I drew from the wrong deck to see what the bonus was. But I have to say I am glad that Rhino is not attacking me with my Cutlasses, because that would be a very nasty thing to have happen. All right, let's draw from the right deck this time, and he gets a boost of 2. So I take 2 damage. All right, definitely going to be taking a lot more damage this game. But I'm not tapped. We need an encounter card now. So encounter card is... Charge. Oh, man. All right, so he's going to do a bunch of damage next round unless I come up with some amazing defense. All right, end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. So what are we going to do on the hero's turn? We can get North Star out there. That would help us not boost when Rhino comes out. Oh, the other thing is I can spend a resource of any type to get a Bamf back. Do I want to do that? How important is it for me to not untap? I'm not doing exciting things during my round here. But the question will be, do I want to do exciting things next round? Which I don't know. All right, I can't get North Star into play. I don't have enough to do that. So we will use Under Control to bring Kurt's Chapel out. Get some more permanents into play here. We're building for the longer game here. Do I spend North Star to get a Bamf? I don't think so. I think we'll just hold on to North Star. What's going to happen is we're going to take a lot of damage on this round. All right, so we're going to go ahead and Ooh, do we attack for the 1 damage and knock him down, or do we get rid of the threat? So the problem is at the advance. Let's go ahead and we'll attack for 1. So I'm wondering, I'm thinking about that, but next round what's going to happen is, well, I'm going to block to attack. He's going to have 2 on there. I'm probably going to need to go over to alter ego form to rest. Let's go ahead and thwart. We'll take this off here just in case it becomes a problem. Hopefully not, but we'll see. So instead of attacking, we'll do our thwart. We'll thwart for 2 on there. There's only 1. It goes away. It's the end of our turn. We're going to unexhaust. We're going to draw back up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got a Come and Get Me Bub. Trying to remember that one. Discard cards. That's an event to get a minion out, so I need to play that during my turn. Doesn't do me a whole lot of good there. There's another attack. That's the one that does a bunch of damage. I have to discard a Bamf in order to make it happen. 8 damage and stun, which would be really handy. Rogue is awesome. Gets the power of you by doing a damage to you. I like that. All right. It's the villain's turn. So what's going to happen on the villain's turn? First thing is we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Second up is Rhino's going to see Nightcrawler out there. Do we powerful punch him? Is the question here. No, because I think we want to hold on to our resources in order to be able to play Rogue or North Star, one of those two. We're going to take a lot of damage this round. We're looking at, oof. Okay, so we're going to defend against this attack that's coming at us. So he's attacking for 6. I'm defending for 3. He's going to get a boost. He's going to boost for none. Okay, that's none is a good number. All right, so 6 minus 3 is 3. We take 3 damage. So we've already taken 5 damage. Yikes. And now we're exhausted. All right, now we draw. Oh, the charge goes away. Draw encounter card. Encounter card is a mercenary who's got guard. All right. All things considered, not all that horrible of a thing to have happen. He's got 3 health. All right, end of the villain's turn. It's over to the hero turn. I'm already exhausted because I defended. So now the question is, do I get Rogue out there? Do I get North Star out there? I'm going to need to go to hero side so I can rest up because I've taken a lot of damage. It would be very helpful to have a somebody to thwart stuff off of there. It would be nice to have Rogue be able to attack, though. I only attack for 1, so I'm not boosting her a whole bunch by taking that damage at this point in time. But Rogue's pretty powerful. Or North Star gets rid of boost. North Star would save me the most damage, and I'm taking a lot of damage right now. All right, we're going to go Rogue. Let's get Rogue out there. All right, 4. I'm going to bring Rogue into play. So what I can do is I can take another damage. So I will take 1 damage using Rogue's ability. So Rogue says, deal 1 damage to another friendly character until the end of the round. Rogue gains each of that character's traits and adds that character's printed thwart and attack to her matching powers. Interesting, I hadn't read that. It says character. Any character. I'll have to think about that one. All right, could be really cool in multiplayer. All right, so we're going to use Rogue's ability, and we're going to take 1 more damage to get her up to 3 attack. She's going to exhaust to attack for 3, and she's going to take out the Hydra Mercenary. All right, at that point in time, she's going to take a consequential damage, so she's got 1 on her at this point. We will flip on over to Kurt, and then we will be done at this point. So, done. I'm going to draw back up to 6 cards. All right. 1, a Bamf. 2, oh, I could have looked for, well, it wouldn't matter if I got a Bamf or not. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. That's interesting. So port away is an action card, not a hero action. So discard a Bamf, change forms. So I may be able to come back in as Nightcrawler readied. That's kind of interesting. All right. Let's see here. We're over to Rhino's turn. So what's going to happen on Rhino's turn? Rhino, well, first we're going to get one threat on the main scheme. Rhino's going to see Kurt out there, so he's going to scheme. So Rhino schemes for 1. He's going to get a boost of 1, so he's going to scheme for 2. All right, so that puts us up to 4 out of our 7. Now we're going to draw our encounter card from the right pile, and we get Master Plan. When revealed, place 4 threat on each side scheme. Hey, there isn't any. If there are no side schemes in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded. Reveal that side scheme. Okay, so we're going to go looking for side schemes. Let's see what we can come up with here. So, not a side scheme, not a side scheme, not a side scheme. Nope. Still not, still not. Nope, nope. Got rid of advance, that's good. Nope, nope, nope. We're going through a lot of the deck though. No, no, no. There's a second advance. Okay, okay. We got one. All right, let's put all of this in the discard pile. That's a little bit scary. That's a pretty big stack, and I don't have a lot left. And we got a crowd control. So while the scheme is in play, you cannot remove threat from the main scheme, and we're going to put 2 on it, which is bad. We're going to need to get rid of that. All right, we're going to put 2 on there. All right, end of the villain's turn. We're back over to the hero. So what are we doing hero-wise this turn? So we can search your deck for a copy of Bamf. So we're going to go looking for a copy of Bamf. I think I've still got one in here. Am I not counting right? I am not counting right. All my Bamfs are gone. Nope. Okay. I'll shuffle it back up. All right, definitely need to recover. So we're going to do a recovery. Our little Kurt's Chapel, let's see what it says. So if I do a recovery, which I'm going to do, Kurt's Chapel says, after you make a basic recovery, exhaust Kurt's Chapel, choose a player, that player draws a card. Ooh, maybe I should get, I think we're going to do that too here. We're going to get Myra out there. So I've got a mutant trait right now, and after mutant alter ego changes into hero form, exhaust her, draw 1 card. Okay, so we're doing our recovery. I'm getting sidetracked here. I'm doing a recovery. I'm recovering for 3. Normally I get +1 from the chapel. I recover for 4. All right, and then exhaust the chapel. I get to draw a card. So I'm going to draw a card, and I get a Scout Ahead. So remove 3 threat from a scheme, copy of Bamf, remove 3 threat from another scheme. That could be handy. Could be handy. Okay. Next up, what are we going to do here? So we're exhausted. We could port away, which would get rid of my Bamf. Well, first let's get Myra out there. So we'll use our Under Control and our Astonishing X-Men to put Myra out there. Moira. Alter Ego, exhaust, draw a card. Okay, so when I change forms, I exhaust her and I get to draw a card. So we're going to do that. We're going to change forms. Yeah, let's put my little exhausted here in the corner. All right, change forms. We're going to exhaust Myra. We're going to draw a card. Oop, draw 1 card. Oh, I got my cutlasses. Okay, I'm happy with that. It gives me another defense, which I really need. Would be nice to get another thwart, but don't have that right now. All right, so see, I need to get that crowd control out of there. I'm already exhausted. That makes that kind of painful. Could scout ahead. Oh, how does that work? Remove 3 copies from a scheme. Discard a copy of BAMF from your hand. Remove 3 threat from another scheme. So with Crisis, while this scheme is in play, you cannot remove threat from the main scheme. So I think it would still be in play while if I tried to play scout ahead. So I don't think I can make that and then use it on the break-in, unfortunately. All right, I do think we want to get the cutlasses into play. Having the BAMF in play would be nice because we wouldn't exhaust in order to do things. All right, so we will put the BAMF on Rhino. We will use the riposte and the port away. Well, the riposte gives me +2 defense. I think I'm going to hold on to that. We're going to use the scout ahead and the port away to get my cutlasses into play. All right. I really want that +2 defense. All right, we're going to exhaust Rogue to thwart. She's going to thwart for 2. Get rid of the crowd control. She'll go up to 2 consequential damage. All right. End of my turn. So we're going to unexhaust a bunch of things. We're going to draw back up to 5 cards. Hey, that's just what I needed, is all of the double energies right now. Right. Let's see here. We're going to go over to the villain's turn. So what's going to happen on the villain's turn? First thing, 1 threat on the main scheme. It's getting kind of high. I don't like that. I think I saw both the advances go away, so hopefully we're okay. All right. Rhino is going to see Nightcrawler out there. Nightcrawler is going to use his BAMF to defend against this without exhausting. He's got a defense of 3. We have my cutlasses give me another defense. And we're going to play our riposte. We will use Come and Get Me Bub to play our riposte. So our post says, when your hero defends against an attack, it gets +2 defense for that attack. You take no damage, deal 3 to the enemy. So we are at 3, 4, 5, 6 defense. He's attacking for 3. He's going to get a boost of 2. So he does 5. I defend for 6. I don't take any damage, and he takes 3 damage. He's down to 7. All right, now we need an encounter card. Oh, hold on. We also have Retaliate 1, so he takes another damage. Bing. All right, he's down to 6. All right, encounter card. From the villain we get a bomb scare. So it wouldn't reveal, place an additional 1 here. It's going to have 3 on it. And we got an acceleration, which would be really bad right about now. All right, so we're going to put 3 on here. And we are over to my turn. Villain's done. All right. I have a port and punch to deal 3 damage to an enemy, and each other one with BAMF attached. But there's no other ones with BAMF attached, so it doesn't do me any good. I have Rogue out there. She could inherit my stuff. That would get her up to 4th threat, which could take the bomb scare out of there. And I also need to take some off of the break-in. All right, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a point of damage. And that pumps Rogue's thwart up to 4. We'll exhaust Rogue to thwart for 4 on bomb scare. Make bomb scare go away. All right, but then Rogue takes her 3rd consequential damage, and Rogue goes away. Okay, I could go after, I could spend a resource. That would make Rhino, I could get a BAMF. I think we're going to do that. We're going to spend resource. We're going to get a Bamf out of my discard pile. All right, so now we'll use our Genius. Oh, first we will attach the Bamf to Rhino, and then we'll do our Genius to Port and Punch, which says deal 3 damage to an enemy, 3 damage to each enemy with Bamf attached. So, he's got Bamf attached. We're going to do 3, so he's down to 3. Do 3 more, so he's down to 0. All right, that takes out Rhino 2. And Rhino 3 is going to come into play. Rhino 3 says, Toughness. 1 revealed, stun each hero. Boo. Alright. And he gets, how many hit points is it? 16 hit points. Alright, 1, a 5, and a 10. So 10, 5, 1 more, we're up to 16. He gets tough. And I get stunned. That doesn't seem very nice. All right. Oh, that's a lot of threat on there. Okay, we're going to exhaust to attack. No. Do we exhaust to attack? Yes. We do. I'm debating this one because it would be nice to get that off of me, but that threat really scares me. It's getting kind of high. And I'm probably going to take a big hit really soon here. I think we're going to exhaust to thwart. We're going to take 2 off of the break-in. I don't think that that's a great... My retaliate will take care of his tough, so I think that will help with that. Okay. That's going to be the end of my turn. I get to unexhaust. I get to draw back up to 5 cards. So we're going to get a Gambit, a Prehensile Tail, Power of Protection, Strength, and a Powerful Punch. All right. We are done. We're over to the villain's turn. Villain's turn. 1 threat on the main scheme. Goes up to 4. Rhino is going to see Nightcrawler out here. He is going to come to attack me. Now, I'll use my Bamf so I don't have to exhaust. We're defending against this. Do I want to... I don't want a Powerful Punch because I've wasted 4 on the tough, and that's not really worth it. So we'll hold off on that. He's attacking for 4. I'm defending for 3, 4. So he's going to get a boost card. He's going to hit me for 1. All right, because we pushed on just our normal traits, so there we go. And I didn't exhaust for that because I bamfed. Now I'm going to be in real trouble if he... Oh, I have a Retaliate. Retaliate gets rid of the tough. Okay. Now we're going to draw our encounter card. Encounter card is... Shadows of the Past. Reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion and put it into play. Engage with you. Reveal the side scheme. Shuffle the rest of the set-aside cards into the deck. If it does not go away, then this card gains Surge. All right. So we're going to get our Azazel out. Oof. All right, he's got Quick Strike, so he's going to come out and attack me right away. We need his Brimstone Dimension to come out also. Yeah, that gets 5 threat on it, so things aren't going very well. So, not Azazel here has Quick Strike, cannot have upgrades attached, which means I can't bamf him. I got Boost, deal Azazel to Kurt Wagner, player as a face down encounter card. Alright. And we have the Brimstone Dimension. When defeated, the player who defeats the scheme finds Azazel and deals him to themselves as a face-down encounter card. So he just keeps coming back. All right. Things are not looking grand. All right. Azazel has Quick Strike, so he's going to right away come to attack me. He's got an attack of 3, but... Oh, I'm stunned. Yeah. So So I could try to powerful punch him, but I didn't clear the stun, so I'm kind of stuck with taking the attack. I could just, no, I probably shouldn't clear the stun. I could use a powerful punch to clear my stun. But I don't think, oh, he's going to attack of 3. Ouch. Oh, and then I probably want to get Gambit out because I'm going to need somebody to work on taking him down. Man. All right. How do we play this? I'm going to need to rest again pretty soon. So I think I'm going to have to block this. I can't take 3 damage. So we will block this, or we'll defend against this. So Zell attacks for 3. I've got a defensive 3. My cutlasses will do 1 damage to him. So he's going to take 1. But I can't get him with my powerful punch, which would take him out. Which would have been really nice, but that's not what I get to do right now. Alright, so that's the end of the villain's turn. We're back over to hero turn. And I'm stunned and exhausted. Not what I was hoping for. Okay, we've got Gambit. So Gambit X's the number of boost icons on the card under Gambit. So after Gambit enters play, look at the top 3 cards in counter deck and tuck 1 under him so that only the boost field is visible. So I'm making a gamble. If I get Gambit out there, I think it's a good gamble. And I think we want to get our prehensile tail out there. So we're going to use our strength and our powerful punch to get Gambit out there. Oh wait, hold on. Do we do that? No, we use our powerful punch to put our prehensile tail into play. Because I can exhaust, oh, for an event. Oh, that's not going to do me any good. No, it's not going to matter. I'm going to lose some resources no matter which way I do this. So we'll get my prehensile tail out there. And we're going to spend 4 to get Gambit out. Gambit's going to come into play. I'm going to look at the top 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. And the top one's got a boost of 2. So I've got an explosion, a false alarm, and an assault. So that's going to mean that, what was that, false alarm is going to be the next card to come out, but I've got an extra 2 cards that are going to come out. Ouch. Alright, so we're going to put the explosion underneath Gambit. So that means he's got an attack and a thwart of 2. Alright. I was really hoping for a 3, so I can... Oof. I think we're going to exhaust. Oh, wow, I really need to get that out of there. But that's a lot. Alright, we're going to exhaust. Attack for 2. We're going to take a Zell out. So that finishes him off. Gambit takes 1. Alright. I'm stunned. I'm exhausted. Not a whole lot I can do. That is the end of my turn. Alright, we're going to exhaust everybody. Do I stay Nightcrawler going into the next round? I think so. Alright, yeah, because we've got too much thread on there for me to go over, I think. Alright, so we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 1 card left. Alright, we've got a tally-ho there, which says, after Bamf makes Nightcrawler a defender of an attack, return the copy of Bamf to your hand, deal 3 damage to the attacking enemy. Doesn't do me a whole lot of good right now, but I've got some riposts, which might end up being helpful. Alright. Going over to the villain's turn. So first thing for the villain's turn, we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. It's up to 5. Ouch. Rhino. Ooh, I think I just hit my... Anyway. Rhino is going to see Nightcrawler out there. He's going to come to attack Nightcrawler. He's attacking for 4. Nightcrawler's got a 3 + 1, 4. I could throw Gambit in front of him, but I think that I'm going to defend. All right, one of the things that we will do is we will use our prehensile tail to generate a resource for an event, and we can generate it for the riposte. So +2 defense, I do 3 if I take no damage. All right, so I got +2 defense, so I'm up to 3, 4, 5, 6. He's attacking for 4. We should get a boost of 1 here if I remember right. Boost of 1, there we go. So he does 5. I don't take any damage. He takes 3 in retaliation. So he's at 16. He's going to go down to 13. Then also, he takes a retaliation damage. So he's down to 12. All right. Feeling good because I at least hurt him. I've got this far. Got a little bit going. All right. Now's when it's going to go badly because he's going to get 2 cards because we have one from the Brimstone Dimension and one normally. So we've got encounter card and counter card. All right, let's see how this goes. Encounter card number 1 is Assault. When revealed, the villain attacks you. Oh, yeah, this is bad. All right, so Gambit is going to need to step in front of this one. Otherwise, toast. So he's attacking for 4. He's going to get a boost of none, but he still takes out Gambit. All right. So I could have potentially taken that one. All right, next encounter card is hard to keep down. Rhino heals 4. All right, so he's going to go back up to full, which is 16. So we're going to give him another 4. We'll just give him a couple of 2s here. All right, 2 and 2. All right, back over to the hero turn. So hero turn at this point. We really need to get a rest, and we need to get some off of that break-in, but we don't have any way to help that right now. I could come get me, bub. Discard cards from the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play engaged with you. Heal 3 damage from your identity and give yourself an identity tough status card. So, ooh. All right, so I'm looking at that, and I think you have to complete number 1 for number 2 to happen. So I would think what would happen would be I discard cards from the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play engaged with you. If I were to do that, I'm at the bottom of the deck. That may or may not be a minion. I could probably go back and look and see what's already been played and figure that out, but that's too much work for me, so I'm not going to do that. The thing that I believe would happen would be if I didn't discard a minion, that the second part wouldn't activate. So I don't think that's going to do me any good. I thought about playing that, but I don't think I'm going to play that. The Tally Hose, what we got for after Bamf makes Nightcrawler defender of an attack, return a copy of Bamf to your hand, deal 3 to the attacking enemy. We can hold on to those. All right. What I do think we'll do is we will use a change of fortune to use my ability to dig a Bamf out of my discard deck. Put it there. And then we're going to attach that to Rhino. All right. Now, these aren't going to do me any good. I can possibly... Problem is if I play that, the Bamf comes off of him. So I can't play 2 of them. So I'm trying to think here of how to go about this because my turn's looking pretty wonky. I'm going to have to stay Nightcrawler because I can't go, if he schemes, more than likely that goes away. He's going to get 2 cards. When he gets 2 cards, the next turn after that, he's going to get an acceleration token. So I don't have to worry about it quite yet, but it's going to happen really quick here. All right, there is nothing else that I could do this turn. So I will be done. So I'm going to drop that. Oh, this means I'm going to get... Oh, no. I'm going to draw cards. When I draw cards, he's going to get a... Oh, I think I just lost because when I draw cards, I'm going to have to reshuffle my deck, which means he gets another card to come out. At that point in time, I think the deck gets reshuffled and he gets an acceleration token. It could be possible, I don't remember the rules exactly, but it could be possible that he doesn't get reshuffled until he needs a card. But I don't think that's it. I think once it's out, it gets reshuffled right away. So I think I am out of luck at this point in time. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to need to refill my hand. I'm going to need to draw. And then shuffle. Not going to matter a whole lot. Draw another one. When I do that, card needs to come out. He gets a power up on here. So now we're getting 2 per round. And then this gets reshuffled because we ran out. Well, that's why the power up is coming there. And then I'm done. We go over to the villain's turn. On the villain's turn, we put 2 threat on the main scheme. And that's the end of the game. Oh, dang it. The cards got me at the end there. I wasn't even thinking about how the cards would play out. I don't think there was a whole lot I could have done about that because I kept being tapped from being the defender in order to stay alive. Maybe I should have got a Bamf back earlier, but anyway, I got a lot further in an expert playthrough than I normally do. Usually when I step up the difficulty, Rhino slams me down pretty good. But I got a lot further. I cannot believe it took me forever to get Kurt's stuff out here. I did build up a pretty decent sideboard. I don't feel that Kurt's sideboard is all that powerful. Probably the last game I'll play with Nightcrawler for now. I'm trying to think if I were to go back and rebuild the deck. I haven't made a whole lot of use of the come get me bubs in this. And maybe that's not me thinking about how to use them properly. I don't know. You guys comment and say whether you like that card a lot. I love the artwork on this card. So just watched Deadpool and Wolverine, and yeah, Wolverine in the suit is pretty awesome. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. Don't love the card though. Maybe it would be better in the right circumstance, but I'm just not playing it a whole lot. Do like Rogue a lot. Rogue is pretty awesome. Gambit, I might take Gambit out. The reposts, I like the reposts. The powerful punches seem to work out all right. Change of Fortune has been kind of meh. So these are the other 2 cards. The other 2 cards I'm kind of wondering about are, I like North Star too. I think he's a good ally to have. Comes in handy. So the Under Control, I never actually played one of those. I wasn't getting attacked by a whole lot of minions though. So maybe in a more minion heavy, like in an Ultron deck, maybe that would be all right. 4 damage to the minion could be good. And then I didn't play with the Astonishing X-Men. I never really got that one out. Could be, I think in a multiplayer game, that would be awesome because it's not even 5 per player, it's just 5 straight up. And it stuns and confuses everything in play. So that's pretty good. Plus you'd probably burn through that pretty quick with the defense stuff. So not playing Rhino, I don't think it's like that great of a card, but I could see in multiplayer games or other games where it's fairly minion heavy that would be a really good card. Just don't think it's great for this game. So would build a little bit differently. Honestly, I haven't played enough to remember like what other protection cards I would grab to put in here, but I'll have to look that over. I think what's going to happen next is I'll end up playing X23. I really enjoyed X23. I've actually got, I think her card deck is sitting right here. Yeah, right here. Boom, X23. So I think next playthroughs will be X23. she's the kind of character I like. She's got a lot of the tacky, and she's kind of got the Wolverine thing going on. I've got a whole bunch of heroes I need to go back and play, but I think X-23 is going to be the next one. So, all right, let me know what I messed up here. If I messed anything up, maybe I got it all right. Also, if you'd have played something different, you saw something that sticks out, you're like, oh, I would have played it this way, and you didn't. So, better tactics is a good suggestion also in the comments. Really appreciate those to think about how to play stuff. So, I guess that's it for now, and thanks for watching.